In 2011, floodwater from the Mississippi River breached the levee at Bunches Bend and drowned nearly 9,000 acres of cropland in East Carroll Parish. 4 years and $5 million later, the levee is whole again, and farmers are finally back in business at Bunches Bend.
Well, this field here is full of water, I think.
May of 2011 was a month that Reynold Minsky will never forget. He spent most of that time in the air, surveying the damage after the Mississippi River breached the levee at Bunches Bend.
The river actually dropped a half a foot at Greenville when that levee broke. That's how much water it took out of the Mississippi River to drop the Greenville Ridge, Greenville gauge a half a foot. That's a lot of water in a quick hurry.
The water ripped a 90-foot gash in the levee wall and destroyed more than $5 million in cropland.
It's just unbelievable how bad the situation was and how serious it was. It was something that you just don't believe you'll ever see.
4 years later, Minsky now sees the progress of hard work as he stands on top of the newly restored levee at Bunches Bend.
Bunches Bend is probably one of the best 10,000 acres of land in the state of Louisiana. It's fertile land, and even more fertile now that the river covered it in 2011.
Shortly after the floodwater receded, Minsky said the farmers worked together to spearhead a project to rebuild the levee.
We all have businesses, and this was our business. And just like a hurricane blowing down a restaurant. I mean, there's no difference here. We just decided to take it upon ourselves to fix it and get it done quickly, and so we could get back in business.
Tat Parker says that's why he and other farmers teamed up to form the Bunches Bend Protection District. With the help of state lawmakers and attorney Andy Brister, the group drafted legislation to impose a property tax to pay for the $5 million levee repair project.
The pipeline companies, the landowners, and Entergy, as interest holders in this area, voted themselves a new tax to fund the bonds, to secure the bonds. And that allowed us to get the funding to repair the levee.
They enacted the legislation that allowed us to tax this district, and that revenue that we raise from the tax pays the bond back. So it's important. I think the message is clear. We had a problem. With the help of legislators, we fixed our own problem.
4 years ago, Minsky says he never imagined this disaster would unite the entire community.
It's really a blessing to everyone to have had that levee put back, and a blessing to the people of this community to have it put back, because it means so much to this community in tax money.
The Bunches Bend project was completed last November. Earlier in the summer, Minsky says the new levee protected more than 10,000 acres of cropland when the Mississippi River rose again. Well, we still have a lot more to come on This Week in Louisiana Agriculture. We'll show you some of the pictures you sent us of your harvest in our Ag Minute.
But first, Temple Grandin shares her thoughts about biological system overload. What is that? We'll explain next.